Hi everyone. Guess what? I've been thinking I've been not very consistent with the vlog for a bit, so I've decided I'm bringing the vlog back. What do you reckon? Let's do that. I'm going to vlog more often. I've never said that before, so I feel like this is a really revolutionary idea. Okay. Look. It doesn't matter. I've been vlogging for years. It's going to be gaps. If I'm honest, been a little bit disappointed in the whole thing where I'm like, I'm going to bring it back with no pressure. And I really felt like it was an outlet for a bit there. I just let myself get so busy and it's hard to be consistent. Anyway, this video, I thought I'd bring back, let's bring it back with a bit of shock, with a bit of drama. Let's stick with this, use a thumbnail of a bit of an injury clickbait, shall we? Let me just take my clothes off over here. Okay, bit of story time. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't talk about this. I don't know if this is bad. So be careful when you use knives. All right, here's the story. I was removing pieces of popsicle sticks that I had hot glued to a resin pour. So I came in first thing in the morning, next day, to come check out the resin pour, because you leave it overnight, you think, I would have come back, see how the pour went. So this wasn't on camera, I wasn't part of it, I wasn't doing goofy stuff, which is, usually where, funnily enough, when I'm like looking a little incompetent with power tools or whatever in videos, I'm putting on a show, but I'm very switched on. Like, I'm being very careful. I'm also in entertainer mode. So I'm like, I try not to come across as like too dangerous or like promoting ignorant use of tools. But I do have a part that I play in videos, which is just give it a bloody crack, Anyway, I digress. I came in to remove the popsicle stick things. And I was using a knife. I was using the knife that subdivides in the little sections. Anyone who uses like hobby knives and cutting tools knows that they're not great. Like, they break easily. They're meant to break easily, but also makes them unstable. So anyway, there I was, la-di-da-di-da. Dave was in the room with me at the time. We were talking just, a bit of background stuff, tabletop time, plans, blah, blah, blah. And it broke, and the thing of the knife plinged right past me. Dave told me later, he was like, that was the universe sending you a warning shot. You should have paid attention after that one. I just kept going. And I was doing this. I was pulling off the popsicle sticks and hot glue, and I slipped, and I may have cut my wrist in a moment that was a little bit of a shock and instant panic. Dave and I looked at each other, went, oh shit, and Dave's like, first aid kit, let's go. Like, we went straight into the kitchen and started dealing with it. Now, the only reason I'm talking about this all, well, first of all, a little bit of clickbait didn't hurt a YouTube channel every now and then, does it? Especially when we're bringing the vlog back, right? I don't know. So let's update you. Now, I'm reckless. I would never allow, if one of my employees injured themselves, I would never allow them to do what I did, which was to clean the cut, run under a tap, clean it all up, wipe, blah, 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 blah. It was deepish. It wasn't like alarmingly deep or alarmingly long. It was verge, but it wasn't, in my estimation. So I decided it was enough that, okay, it's holding itself open. Might need, is it a stitches thing? Let's say if it was any deeper or any longer, I would have gone to get stitches. And I would have handled that situation with someone else very differently to how I handle it on myself. For context, I grew up on a farm. I've had all sorts of injuries in my life. Once I swung on a bit of timber and a bit of corrugated iron, sliced my leg open in a cut that wide and much deeper. I didn't get stitches on that, just sort of like shove it back together and put something on top. I still have a big scar on my leg. So I am not the barometer for how to deal with these situations. Anyway, this is just a compression thing. Anyway, you might see that. This is fine. I'm fine. But what I did in that moment was decide it's, in my estimation, not deep enough, not long enough, not bleeding enough. If I'd have taken my thumb off and it started saying, hey, look, you hit an artery. Yeah, okay, I would deal with it very differently. It was just bleeding like a normal cut would bleed. So I glued it with super glue, held it shut, and I put a Band-Aid on it and wrapped it up and got back to work. So not how I would encourage people to deal with things in that situation. But I personally think if it doesn't get infected and it sticks together, then fine. So there you go. I'm just going to give you a little tour. It's not going to be gory, don't worry. It's no big deal. All right, you ready? So I just put it all together with a bit of super glue and a Band-Aid. Then I'll put this, it's all good. No big deal, right? So there you go. That's my cut right there. There's still super glue on it. I can feel the super glue. But we're all good now. So it's been like that for 3 or 4 days, which means I'm confident enough to say it's fine. It's not infected. But I had a dramatic moment. Really was close. That was a doozy. Plus, I do look like I'm, let's get away from that theme. Stop. You're not editing this, Jazza. Don't say things you regret. Okay, there you go. There's my clickbaity look. Oh my God. What did I do to myself? I was momentarily a little bit, I let down my guard, used a tool in a way that was cutting towards me, not away. So this is a PSA. That's the purpose of this vlog. Cut away from yourself. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been crafting all my life. I've had much worse little injuries than this. I'm just trying to be overly, trying to make sure it's got a good chance of just healing nice and quick and getting it out of the way so I can keep getting on with what I need to get on with, such as making content. Let me know in the comments any of your spit on it and it'll be fine injuries that maybe you were a little bit too relaxed about. I'm interested to hear your stories. In the meantime, let's get one of those thumbnails. What about a bit of foreshortening? Focus on let me tap on my face. Get the face focused. There we go. There you go. Okay, that's how we get a clickbaity thumbnail. Thanks for watching this vlog. Make sure to subscribe because I'm going to do some more vlogs. I've been a bit slack, so I'm going to pick it up again. Do you know what the next vlog will be? This is how I'm going to head. I'm going to do one right now. I'm going to record it now, release it tomorrow, and you see it and react to it. I got that bloody vinyl record player. You can tell I've got a lunch break, so I'm using my time to make some vlogs, and I'm excited about that. I've never used a record player before, so subscribe, because in the next video I'm going to listen to a vinyl record for the first time as an adult. Or in my life. I actually have no memory of ever listening to one. So, okay, I think that's a vlog. That's a good little drama mini, unedited, Jazzy, you're an idiot vlog. Nose transition. Psych! Ah, gotcha!